Breaking news. Pinned down by U.S. Paul Biya ready to execute and implement the following stated points. Paul Biya lowers after U.S. statement at the UN. The Anglophone crisis lasts and continues to claim victims. The appeasement and coercive measures of Paul Biya following a very limited defense council held this Sunday in Mvamka. Some see it as an imminent end of the Anglophone crisis. 2 days after the release of Nikki Haley, the United States ambassador to the UN, Paul Biya takes against the pseudo-defenders of the nation. Indeed, at the meeting of the UN Security Council this Friday, June 1, 2018, Nikki asked the Biya regime to stop immediately to repress the civilian population, to respect human rights, freedom expression and, above all, to conduct credible investigations into the allegations of massacres of civilians in the Anglophone areas. In particular, the United States representative called for the release of the detainees and their access to their families. To avoid bringing the world's greatest power to his back, Paul Biya has brought together a very limited defense council this Sunday in Mvamka, in his native village, just like Mobutu Sese Seko, during his last retrenchments. To meet the requirements of the United States, Biya wants to restore order. He made the following decisions. Assistance, not quantified, will be provided to the injured populations. The defense forces will no longer be allowed to do justice or film arrests. Any exaction will be severely punished. Siseko Ayuktabi will shortly have to ask the armed population to lay down their arms and return to the negotiating table. Possibility to meet the self-proclaimed president of Ambazonia. Possibility of liberation of all prisoners with a view to an armistice to move towards peace. There is every reason to believe that this is the logical outcome of the recent release of U.S. Ambassador to Cameroon Peter Henry Bailron, who directly blamed President Paul Biya. Washington wants to invite itself into the conflict that is bogged down. The Americans would intervene in Yaoundé to gain a foothold if the conflict continues.